What's going on, everybody? Carlos here once again from Premier Cuts, and we have another review. A set of clippers I've been using for a couple months now. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have known that. Anyways, without further ado, let's get right into this video. Guys, we are talking about this guy right here. This is the VGR V653 model. Now, the reason why I picked this guy up is because it has a magnetic motor. And if you see my setup, you know that one of my favorite tools is one that uses a magnetic motor. With that being said, I didn't think I was gonna come across anytime soon a budget set of clippers, which you know you guys I like to review, that actually will use a magnetic motor. I just didn't see it happening. So when I came across these guys, now yes, this is VGR, but I have seen this in other brands. Like I say, most of these brands just go to AliExpress, Alibaba, whichever one they go to, and they just kind of slap their logo on it. So you're gonna find this clipper in probably a couple different names. I'm sure Kemei probably has a pair of these, but I'm not sure. I know I picked these guys up, and this is the VGR model. Because it's a magnetic motor and because this is a budget friendly clipper, you know, there's some things you got to work around. Most of the time when you get these machines, they don't come with the best blades, and having a good cutting blade honestly is going to change the way all these machines work. Actual blade it comes with is not bad. You can definitely do home cutting with it. You're going to want to upgrade that blade. And what I did, I tested out 3 blades. I had the one that came with it, which is a very similar blade to this. It's a flat style blade, which is why I ended up putting this one on there. But the original blade that I did swap it out with was the Wahl fade blade. And if you don't know which one that is, it's a flat blade. Fantastic. It's one of the best blades you can get in the market. And I swapped it out for that. I tested it out for about 2 weeks. And honestly, it performed very well. So my next conclusion was, let's see if I upgrade to the blade that I love, which is a Wahl style blade. That being said, guys, this only uses Wahl style blades and Wahl style guards. This cannot be used with the anti-master blade because the whole pattern is different. So this is set for a Wahl style blade. So the whole patterns here are spread to this degree, where if you're gonna use a Andes, you could see it's set much closer. So you could see these are 2 different hole patterns. So you cannot use guards that belong on the anti-masters, and you cannot put the anti-master blade without doing some modification to the bracket. Okay, that being said, once I put the fusion blade on it, it was like a pair meant to be. Pluses about this machine, besides having the magnetic motor, I'm gonna say it also comes with a stand. So if you see, it has a stand, and honestly, when you're in a professional environment, you want to be able to set your clipper down, let it get its charge, use another clipper if you have to. I go between 1 or 2 clippers per haircut because just my workflow, I like to swap between different guards. Where you can dock it is phenomenal. I think all clippers at this point should have a stand, even if it's just optional. I think it's great. I think the fact that this has that is a definite added bonus to it. You not have to buy a separate accessory for that. The build quality is solid. It's not a heavy machine. It's a durable plastic, but listen to this. Sounds good. It's a powerful machine. Now, the way I have learned that this machine cuts is if you try to rush through it like a bolt cut, it's not meant for that. It's gonna get bogged down. In fact, the machine, when you're cutting it, it actually feels like it's being bogged down. It's an interesting cutting, something that if you're not used to, you've never had the sensation of cutting with, which is a little bit like having if you've ever used the fast feeds, is that kind of like, you know, there's power there, but if you're working it too fast, it's definitely something that how quick you're trying to move through the haircut, you'll see it cuts like butter, especially with this blade. And then yeah, those are the positives. My one negative I would say would be that it's an indicator light just to tell you how much battery you have and that it's on. I wish it had a display. It should, at this point, these machines should have displays. It should give you the percentage. A lot of the budgets do, but for whatever reason, this one doesn't carry that. And I just think at this point, you should have that on there. But again, it's a budget machine and you can't expect too much. Remember I said this is a Wahl style blade. That means that Wahl style guards are the ones that fit on this, and it fits perfectly. Is it good for home use? Is it good for professional use? For me, it's gonna go into my travel kit. I'm kind of set on the machines I use at work. The workflow is good. It's not, this machine doesn't do it as far as, it's not beating the low pros for how I use in my workflow. So because it's not gonna, it doesn't compete at the same level, I'm not gonna force it in there. But this machine's still great, especially for price to performance. I think that I'm definitely gonna use this in my travel kit. It's gonna go right in there and it's gonna stay in there and I'm gonna use it and it's gonna still make me a lot of money, which is the key. This is definitely worth a home use. Professional use, if you're looking for a budget clipper and you're looking for something that's looks like reliable, I would say try it out. It's up to you. Each person's gonna have a different experience. I'm gonna go off what I have. Now I have been using this for several months now. If you follow me on Instagram, link it in the description. I actually put a little highlight video of me using it, and I really do like it. It's a really good machine, and overall I think that it's worth the price. Obviously you're gonna have to put a little bit more money by upgrading the blade, but you're gonna have to upgrade blades regardless at some point. Might as well do it in the beginning. You can get away with cutting it with the blade it comes with, but I think you're gonna get the best performance when you swap out the blade. So guys, that's it for this video. Hopefully you liked it. If you did, make sure you leave a like in the video. Follow me if you haven't already. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.